With the much anticipated return of the Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 for its second part, you know I had to rewatch this whirlwind of magical events and interactions, especially for the plots that have kept us on the edge of our seats. With my personal notes in hand, I've got a detailed recap of the first half of Season 2. Get ready for a journey set in a magical college, feline school attendants, fey creatures, and treacherous plots. Let's get into it. This season started with Chise being invited to a college of magic, specifically for alchemists, even though she's a mage. But due to her being a slay beggy and having two curses, the dragon and the curse of immortality, the school sees the potential in studying her unique composition, with the added bonus that they might even help rid her of those curses. Upon joining the college, Chise undergoes a comprehensive medical examination by Alexandra, the school nurse, which also serves as a grim reminder of all the trials she's faced so far, like when she created a fairy ointment, which almost killed her, and when she took in a dragon's curse that also nearly killed her and gave her the black dragon left arm and strength, and of course, when she survived getting punched in the stomach by a wandering alchemist after he exchanged an eye with her, which shared his curse of immortality. And this eye also causes her to have frequent flashbacks of thousands of years worth of memories that aren't even hers, and she's now more sensitive to things like malice and the gaze or presence of others. Luckily for Chise, a familiar face is also attending the college, Alice. Chise finds out that Alice has struck a pact with the Fae Will-the-Wisp, mainly because he loves her fiery temper and the drama she always finds herself in. Although having a familiar is rare for alchemists, people still mock and question Alice's ability. We then step into a magic class taught by Elias, where the students are partnered with magical creatures and tasked to light a candle. It really taught a lot of students how difficult magic can be, because you have to rely on another creature's abilities. The student Rain, who was denied by a fae in class, is still intrigued by magic, and decides to ask both Chise and Alice to teach him. However, Will-o'-the-Wisp warns that Rain would never be able to do magic due to the smelling of rust about him. Later, we do see a brief view into Rain's past and see his traumatic experience that left him washing blood off his hands. This could be the smell of rust the Fae are referring to. Back at home, Chise's friend Stella decides to visit her. A casual stroll turns mysterious when a fog surrounds them and teleports only Chise unexpectedly to the home of Rahab. We learn that Rahab gifted Elias his bow tie that he then gave Chise for protection. Rahab sent someone else with it, which caused the unexpected teleportation. We learn that Rahab was Elias's master and taught him what it means to be human. Before Chise is sent back, she tells Rahab how incredibly grateful she is, because without their teachings, Elias wouldn't have been the being who saved Chise from her tormented past. Elias arranges for a back passage with a carrier centaur to provide Chise with a quicker route from home to college. However, they must form a pact with the guardian dogs, ensuring she only uses the established route. If she breaks it, she's warned that they will hunt her until the end of Earth. The contract is sealed, with both Chise and Elias swallowing one of the gems off of the guard dogs' backs. Back at the college, Chise notices that Ivy seems to be avoiding her. Lucy, assuming Ivy wasn't listening to Chise, snatches his headphones, not knowing that they're actually noise-dampening earmuffs. This leads to his hair transforming into snakes and revealing his identity as a demigorgon, a demigod with Medusa-like attributes. The secrecy around Ivy's identity is so important that Isaac, Rain, Lucy, Chise, and due to her getting caught spying, Philomela form a magical contract ensuring silence. If anyone speaks or writes about it, they'll experience a burning sensation in their throat or hands. Philomela is caught in the crosshairs of espionage due to her family's involvement in such activities. When she's called back home, she is surrounded by whispers of her being the daughter of an airship thief, and her college education only being possible thanks to the charity of Veronica Reckenbacker's family. This background paints a clearer picture of why she's always doing things for the characters Veronica, April, and May. One of my favorite scenes was the heartwarming segment that shows Chise confronting Elias about his intentions when he first brought her home and expressed his wish for her to be his bride. To Elias, apprentice and master meant the same thing as husband and wife. They would both work together and live together, but with one difference: apprentice leave after they're done learning. So after the day she left, he couldn't let her go, and when she came back, he claimed her as his bride, because he was taught that married couples stay together forever. MC is very fluid with labels, but she is happy with him, and hearing he can't let her go makes her even happier. They both decide to continue to be each other's bride and husband, and she will continue to be his master for teaching him human things like feelings. Their candid conversation under the moonlight solidifies their bond, and it is so cute. At the same time, the dynamic between Renford and Alice is explored. Alice grapples with her protector role and her relationship with Renford, especially after a past unsolicited visit from Cartaphilus, who seeks the corruption in the kingdom of cats as a sinister recipe. Cartaphilus's confrontation with Renford, where he scars his face and cuts his hair, which is where an alchemist's magic is held, leaves Alice frustrated and useless in her place in Renford's life. The school hosts a class called Bushcraft, where students camp and learn the ways of survival without magic. Of course, Elias wants to go with Chise, but she felt that if Elias came along, she would be overly reliant on him. So Elias came up with a unique solution. He halved himself so he could be present but not useful to Chise. The first night, Lucy leaves the campsite for a brief moment, only to be found later completely depleted of magic. Chise keeps Lucy close so she can replenish some of the powers by taking some of Chise's. While in the forest, with the help of their friends Ivy, Isaac, and Rain, they fight against the dangers of the wild, including deadly encounters with the Nekalavi, a great sea monster with the ability to spray a poisonous mist. All of them work together to survive these encounters. Like Ivy revealed his snake hair's power as an escape tactic, and Chise teamed up with a Yakushka, a fae resembling a horse known to deceive and eat humans, in a strategic move against the terrifying Nekalavi. Chise is also faced with the dragon curse's darkness inside her that convinces her to tear the Nekalavi limb from limb. Once back at the college, an important grimoire named the Testament of Magos goes missing. This book contains words that can put a living in mortal danger, ways to take a life force and powers from others, how to create and destroy immortals, and how to bring back the dead. Lucy and Simeon, a teacher at the college, fall prey to its dark power, which drains them of their magical energy. This causes Seth to visit Lucy at the college. Seth is Lucy's older brother that left their family village due to his inability to use the family spiders for copying magical books, and leaving Lucy to inherit the family business. This led to her resenting him for leaving, and we see how Lucy's trauma from witnessing her village's slaughter continues to haunt her. In the end, these siblings are able to talk it out and forgive each other. But the fact that the book's case contained a thin spiderweb brings to question the connection to Lucy's family and their spiders. This suggests a possible deeper conspiracy at play. To top it off, these siblings find themselves being hunted by assassin wolves that Lucy realizes are the same wolves that slaughtered her family. To protect them, Chise follows the dark curse's voice and opens a door to the passages to save Lucy and Seth from the assassins. Not having the passage dog's permissions, the wolves find themselves being attacked, and one of the wolves even killed. Chise hears the cry of the other wolf about their child and orders the dogs to stop. They only do so because she promises to bring them 1 sheep per person involved as payment, hence saving the assassin mother wolf and upsetting the vengeful Lucy. While Lucy is healing in the infirmary, we learn that she has a shift at the Waste Tower on Halloween. Ivy, Isaac, Rain, and Chise choose to fill in for her while she rests. While arriving at the shift, they see Philomena and are guided by a Fabio, a sorcerer who resides in the Tower of Remnants and pretends to be their scheduled guide. Fabio groups Philomena, Rain, and Chise to help collect a specific plant, since they are the only ones that can see them. Turns out, this plant can only be seen by those who have killed someone. Fabio realizes that Chise was the sleighbeggy that was auctioned off and tries to take her, but is met with a brief but haunting personality transformation into Cartaphilus, which scares Fabio and also intrigues him. This scene shows us that there's more to the eye and curse of immortality Chise received from Cartaphilus. The season reaches its climax as the college gets sealed off due to several incidences that endangered both students and professors. With Philomela's potential withdrawal from the college and her grandmother's menacing presence, we're left at the edge of our seats anticipating what will come next. I'm excited to see the potential bond between characters grow, like the budding relationship between Lucy and Ivy, or the deepening connection between Chise and Elias, as well as to find out who is behind the missing grimoire, and figure out who is the woman that was under Philomela's grandmother's spell that was freed at the end. If you're excited for part 2 and are shipping anyone or have a favorite character, let me know in the comments. I'm so intrigued by Rain's possible dark past, and I love Ivy's cute shyness. With so many character plots and unfinished storylines, I'm hoping part 2 of season 2 will bring adventure, closure for some characters, and deeper connections. Thank you for going on this epic, exciting anime recap with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!